You know, everybody got their own break, break. Because I've been there, done that, and it's not worth it.
Yo, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's really good is your girl Just Lala, and I'm here with my girl
Simply Shonnie.
Simply Shonnie. Y'all check her out. She does hair. She do what you do? Tell them about yourself.
Okay, let me tell you what I do. I do hair. I have videos about hair, and well, that's all. Never mind. That's all. Hair. More content will be later.
Coming soon. Alright, so as you guys can tell by the title, we will be talking about long distance relationships, and who better to know about long distance relationships than myself and Shonnie here. So me and Shonnie are both college athletes. I, of course, basketball, and you?
Track and field. I was a thrower. Let me just get that out. A thrower. Not a sprinter, but a thrower.
Okay, and we both are graduated grad students. Okay.
Nice.
Exactly. Okay, so we're about to talk about what you should do in a long distance relationship and what you should do before you get into a long distance relationship. So how long have you been in a relationship?
So I've been in a relationship for about 6 years.
6 years? I've been in a relationship for about 6 years, 7 years. And long distance has been, we're in long distance for, babe, how long were we in long distance? Babe, how long did we do long distance? Like 2 years?
No, motherfucker, yeah.
Okay. So,
3.
so we were in long distance for 3 years. We did a long distance relationship for 3 years, and then he ended up coming to my school, and then we went to college together as well as high school before that. So how long were you long distance?
For me, it was about 2 years because we both went to JUCO together, and then he went to, you know, play Iowa State. Play football at Iowa State, and you know, of course, I went to FAMU to do track.
That's crazy. Okay, so just starting from the beginning, KT is my high school sweetheart. We were not officially together, but everybody knew like we were together in high school, and then in college, it got more serious, but we went to separate colleges at first. He went to school in Iowa, which is crazy because he went to school in Iowa, and then he transferred to PAM. So then that's when we, you know, he graduated from there, I graduated from there, and you know, we're still together to this day.
Like with me, let me make my long story short. So me and my boyfriend, we started JUCO together, and then, you know, I had a baby, and you know, he went to do football, and you know, of course, I finished my career in track. But you know, we stayed together, we had communication, and actually, we're still together to this day. So
yes, round of applause. So
let's get started.
Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is give you some tips on what you should think about before you get into a long distance relationship. All right, so first, know if this is what you really want to do. Can you see yourself with this person for the rest of your life, or is this just a relationship to keep you occupied when you return back home? So this is like extremely important. You don't want to go and be in a long distance relationship and you're not going to put 100% into it, because you're basically just wasting both of y'all's time.
Okay, and just a little side note real quick. Just realize this is our opinions. So it's like, you don't have to, you know, agree with it. It's just like information that you can kind of think about. Just understanding different perspectives of, you know, different females.
Exactly. The second one, you both have to agree to working together as a couple and doing your best to maintain a healthy relationship. If you're an athlete like us, your schedule is super busy, and if they aren't an athlete, then make sure that they understand at times you might not be able to talk today, but maybe voice messages or voice messages instead of text messages can help y'all if y'all want to just, you know, hear each other's voices, stuff like that. But you're not always, sometimes your day is too busy to speak on the phone. You got homework, you got practice, you got weight room, you got ice baths.
Study hall, you gotta have hours.
Study hall.
And it depends on whether you're coaching out, whether y'all can have phones or anything. So it's like, you gotta take especially like being an athlete, like since my boyfriend was a football player, always in meetings, and that's aggravating, like. And then, like, you know, on game day, can't really talk. You know, that person got to focus. Even though, you know, trying to send that little love, cute message to the good luck. You know, some of those people who like to focus, you know, won't be able to reply. So you have to really have patience in that setting right there, because being an athlete, that's a lot. When, like Lala mentioned, you got schoolwork. You probably have morning workouts. Then you have afternoon workouts plus weights. And you know, everything else. So that's like a lot of, like, mentally, that's a lot for an athlete.
Heck yes.
So dealing with an athlete ain't that bad. Be patient.
Right, but it's not always so negative. Sometimes a long distance relationship is good. It allows your partner to miss you and appreciate your presence even when you're gone. So I mean, maybe a couple months away won't be that bad, depending on how your relationship is and how you two are together. But, like, you know, once you get together, it's, babe, I miss you and all that.
I mean, you already know what's popping.
Exactly.
Already know.
I mean, but everybody different. So, I mean, it's not always negative, but we just, like Shonnie said before, sharing our own perspectives.
Remain positive through your relationship. It's so easy to quickly do negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts really will have a toll on your head because you don't know what that person doing everything. So try not to always think negative thoughts.
Real quick disclaimer. So, the first year of our long distance, KT was in college, so he actually played football at his school in Iowa, and I was, you know, doing basketball. So his schedule was busy, mine was busy, hers, so he had more time on his hands. So depending on, you know, who has the most time, they might feel like, you know, you should talk to me more. Or something like that. But when you're actually busy, you don't notice how much you don't speak to somebody because you got something going on 24/7. But if you're the one on the side of the relationship where Aww. But if you're the one on the side of the relationship where you have a lot of time on your hands and you just waiting for bae to text back, then that can be kind of irritating. Alright, so now we getting into the juicy part. The 10 important traits to have while in a long distance relationship from the college athlete perspective. College athlete, alright. Okay, so number 1 is trust. Number 2, communication. Number 3, patience. Number 4, knowing or matching each other's schedules, very important. Number 5, understanding each other's lifestyle. Number 6, don't put your own life on hold. Number 7, balance. Number 8, stay positive. Number 9, checking in. And number 10, honesty. These are not in specific order, but these are the top 10 that we came up with to help you guys and share with you guys.
My opinion, the main 2 I will say is trust and communication. Those are gonna be the 2 most important during a relationship.
Yes.
Whether you're an athlete or not, those most 2.
Facts. I say, yeah, definitely trust and communication. Comment down below your top 2 10 traits that we go through.
That you feel like is important to have during a relationship.
Yes, because I want to know. Alright, so trust. One of you or both of you are in different environments and alone, so trusting that your partner will turn people down and not try to entertain other people is a huge part, because if you don't completely trust him or her, you will always have that negative thought in the back of your head that may lead to you being paranoid or just simply believing your own lies.
And baby, that's putting more stress on you.
Exactly.
If you don't trust the person, why are you in a relationship with them?
Exactly. Think about it. Communication. It's already hard enough that you are both far apart. Communication is what ensures a healthy relationship, for real. It has to be communication from both sides though, because if one person is trying more than the other, then they might start to believe someone else has your attention.
And don't get me wrong, of course, like, let me go back. Me and my boyfriend, we were both athletes. Yes, it get tiring when you, like, you know, text somebody, but then we had to realize, like, okay, no matter how much we're both tired, we had to put in that effort to say, you know, hey, you know, just if it's just a quick in, like, hey, I'm just seeing how you doing, you straight, or just saying a simple message like, I love you, you know, be good, just like that.
Facts. I gotta admit, confession right here, I was not good at communicating. I was so busy, and he would be texting me. I'm just like maybe I would look at it and not respond because there's a whole bunch going on. And baby, I'm sorry. I did better. I'm better now. But look, we
all better out here.
Girl,
it's a lesson learned. Let me tell you, this growth. It's growth for both of us. Even though we're like, you know, this is our sister. We both have different relationships, and we actually learn from each other.
Yeah.
Like, you know, hey, sis, help a sister out. Let me tell you that.
For real.
But you know, me, in my relationship, for both of us having a child together, it was, you know, at first, yeah, I had a red shirt because, of course, I had a baby. I wasn't just gonna go back. You know, during that time when I like a new mother and everything, I'm already busy with a child, and then plus trying to, you know, do school, and then after when I started my sport again, it was even harder because I got a child to take care of. I have to, you know, do my homework, and you know me, I was always an honor student. GPA was above a 3.5, so you know.
Let them know.
Even though you have a child, you know, I was thankful to have support that my family helped me, so I was still able to finish my career. And that's one thing for me, since I have a child, one thing in a relationship is always having support. If you have support, you can conquer anything you can go through. You can finish, you can go back to school, finish your sport, just like I did. So I'm just like, having that support is something good to have. But to get back to relationship, even though like I was busy with the baby and everything, like, and he was busy with football, you know, those who play football, you know, you always in meetings, you going to something, just something. So it's like, you know, even though he was in those long meetings, we always sit like, at least like a quick text to each other, like, hey, you know, I'm going this. At least we just tell each other what we're doing, so that other person mind won't be wondering like what's going on, or where y'all at.
I had to learn that the hard way, because he'd be like, what you doing? I'm just like, stop asking what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing every time. But
like, you know, but you know,
I learned though, like, you gotta like, okay, babe, I'm about to go to practice. I'm about to go get something to eat. So he know, like, you probably not on your phone. She probably, you know, not on her phone. So I'm gonna text her. And he should be like, all right, text me, you know, when you're free, or call me when you get home, something like that. Something that simple can save so much headache
and stress.
For real.
And matter of fact, not even all that. Arguments. Arguments. Man. Because baby, I know I was bad at that. But you know, I'm better. I'm gonna change for it.
Man. All right, so number 3 is patience. Patience, especially with conflicting schedules like we were talking about earlier.
Time zones.
Oh my gosh.
If there are different time zones,
what was y'all time zone like?
Of course, like, we're in Florida right now, so it was in that Eastern time zone. Iowa is what? I think Iowa was like Iowa's probably like an hour behind, probably, or 2.
An hour or two.
But you know, that's a big difference.
It is. It is, especially
when you already got a whole
morning.
day. Yeah, you already did a whole day, and then like they're on a different, you know.
What time is it in Iowa? Oh, it's just an hour. It's an hour.
But still, the hour is very crucial.
Facts. And KT, when he was in Iowa, it wasn't that big of a deal for me, but in Cali, it's 3 hours. So when after that school, when he went back to Cali, it was difficult, because when it's 10, like it's 10 p.m. right now, it's 7 out there. So I'm ready, you know, I'm getting ready to go to sleep, and he's trying to have a whole conversation. I'm like, you should have talked to me way earlier, because I'm about to go to sleep.
Baby, I'm ready to go.
I got class in the morning and got practice at 5 a.m.
You got this paper.
Exactly. What are you talking about? Crazy. All right, so number 4, knowing and matching each other's schedules.
Not to cut Lala off, but I'm going back to patience.
Yeah.
Patience is not something that you will conquer in one day.
Oh, facts.
It will take, you know, we've been in a relationship, over 5 years. So it's like, you know, patience, that's what we learned out through our relationships. We learn like each other throughout the way. So like,
and we still learn.
You know, we're still young. We're still, you know, learning each other. So it's like that patience come in handy. And once you start learning how to be patient, it'd be more easier out throughout your relationship.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't. Man.
Trust me.
Man.
Having a child and boyfriend. Oh baby, you know.
Yo, and I commend Shonnie big time for that, because baby girl had a whole baby and snapped back and then went back and played, like, and still competed at the top. Like, Shonnie wasn't just no regular schmegular. Shonnie was the shit.
Janae had to know, because I'm young, baby. Janae, my baby.
The snap back.
Had to snap that back.
Still took care of her baby, you know, didn't miss out on nothing. You feel me? Like, most people would just hand the baby off to their parents, be like, you know, I gotta finish school this, school that. But
you know what's funny?
definitely took care of
when
your
I was
baby.
actually like going from my JUCO to go to another school, one school actually told me that I should give my baby to my mama and let her take care of it while I finish school. Who was about to do that? Not I. I'm sorry, my mama just raised me better than that. I'm not about to just, you know, have a baby. Oh, here, mom, here's another baby for you.
Right.
I'm off to college.
Right.
No, I took care of my baby.
Responsibility,
Always.
accountability.
Up 3 o'clock in the morning, she needed to be feed. I'm still doing, had to do something. I had to get ready. Probably had a 4 a.m. workouts. She probably was just going to sleep. I was probably tired. Still got up and went to workouts because I asked for this.
Facts.
So it's like I knew what came behind it, and I worked for it.
You gotta take that responsibility, and you did, sis. And look at you now. Yeah. So number 4, matching each other's schedules. Prioritize your schedules, especially if there's a time difference, like we said. And for me, I wait until KT texted me, because that's when he woke up. So, or like recently, like when he was in Cali, he just got back to Florida. But recently, when he would text me, it would be like 1 o'clock where I am, and I would just wait till he got up to text me, because when I get up, it's like 7 o'clock out there, which is 10 a.m. I get up 10 a.m. and 7 o'clock out there, and he go to sleep late anyway. So I'm gonna text him at 10 o'clock. I gotta wait 3-4 hours for him to text me back.
Cause then you'd be like,
No,
you need to pick up this phone.
Exactly.
You know, I already text you. I know you heard it. You need to pick it up.
Exactly, and that comes with patience as well. You just gotta, you know, figure out what y'all schedules are and work like that. You don't always get what you want, but y'all gotta do what's best for y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When me and my boyfriend, I call him BJ. His name is BJ, so I stopped saying my boyfriend. So me and BJ, when we was like had our long distance relationship, we tried. It didn't work. I mean, we still made it through, you know, when we had that chance to talk to each other. I mean, we took that chance. So we knew what we asked for. We knew what we was in. So, you know, whenever I got that chance, I got my chance.
Number 6, don't put your own life on hold. Don't ever hold your dreams back for someone you're in a relationship with. They should want the best for you, even if that means they may speak or see you less. So don't be so devoted to one person that you forget about yourself. You feel me? Like, don't be like, oh, baby, this, baby, I gotta call him, I gotta do that. To where you forget about your school, you forgetting like why you're in college, you forget about your sports, you're not really focused on the main goal, and that's you. They always gonna be there. That's why communications, patience, and everything we talked about before this point is very important, because you gotta know your priority. Like, yes, him or her, you gotta respect them and love them and stuff like that and show them your attention. But school and sports, if you're an athlete, that comes first. So you gotta get that right first.
And then plus, if you call that person your significant other, they should be actually motivating to be like, you know, I'm good. You know, I'm good, sis. Like, you know, I'm good, babe. You know, keep doing what you got doing. You know, we're good. So that person should be able to motivate you to be better.
Exactly, because if they feel like they're the first priority in your life and that they should come before school and sports and whatever else you got going on that's for you, then honestly, they're not the right one for you at that moment.
Because, like, you know, being a student athlete, you know, dealing with a lot, you wanna finish your the school with a degree, not just playing something and don't end with nothing.
Right.
So that person should be motivating you to be like, hey, come on, you know, you got a game, you need to prepare, or, you know, you got this due, you need to go ahead and finish that. You know, I'll talk to you later. You know, that person will be motivating you too.
And everybody needs that support, you know, no matter as a student, as an athlete or whatever, you always need somebody, you know, back there that's cheering you on and asking you how your day was going and encouraging you and stuff like that. You don't want nobody bringing you down, because that's going to have an effect on your sport and your classes.
Especially, like, being an athlete, you don't want that to affect your performance, because, baby, you either get that cut in that scholarship or you're going to be boots from that team.
Yep, student athletes. Y'all should know this if you don't know it already. Athletics in college is all a business. If they're recruiting you, for your skill and your hard work. And basically that scholarship is like that paycheck, baby. And if you do not deliver, then you get fired.
They don't give a damn about that boyfriend.
Which means you gotta go.
A girlfriend. They don't care if you got a I don't care. You gotta talk to them. You can wait after my practice. So it's like, hey.
If you don't deliver, then you gotta go find somebody, a replacement that will work harder than you and produce better than you. Trust me, I've seen people come and go after a year. Teammates and people in every sport I've seen come and go because their priorities are not right. And it's not always boyfriend, girlfriend. Sometimes it's partying.
Or, you know, or hanging around that person who's not, they're probably in college, but their motivation is probably not to finish, just to be there.
Facts. So it's your mindset. That's something that's super, super big on that. Number 7, balance. Know when to spend time with your friends or be alone if need be, depending on who you are. Teammates like to have kickbacks and team bonding, so let your partner know that you will text or call or check in when you know you're free. I know some people, it depends on who you are. With me personally, at first I was like, oh yeah, but I'm about to, you know, go here with my teammates. Look, because when you first go to college, you want to, you know, get the college experience or whatever. You want to bond with your team, know who you rocking with for the year or whatever. So that's what you do. But like once I got older, I noticed like I'm not so much of the extrovert. I'm good with the clubbing, I'm good with the parties. Like I'm not really into that type of stuff. I like to chill. So I was more to myself about my relationship, like. And even sometimes I'd be like, you know, I just want time to myself, babe, and I'll talk to him later, and I just, you know, just be doing my own thing. Like, I don't know, I like to write sometimes, I like to draw, I used to play the keyboard. I went to like a piano room in our music building, and I would just play, like, because that was my therapy, that was my sanity. So that's what I did.
Remember, self-care is always the best care.
Big facts.
That's where it's coming from, the balance. Like, you know, even though we're talking about, you know, being an athlete and all this type of stuff in a relationship, it's always a time to take back and realize, like, you know, even though I need to have some self-care, because if you don't take care of yourself, that can contribute to messing up your relationship. Even if you have so much going on and you try to deal with so much.
Right.
And then you never know, it can start changing you, that even though you don't see it, but the other person see it, and that can kind of hinder your relationship as well. So always have that little balance, and always self-care.
Yes, mental health especially is very important, because like once some grades come in after that first semester, or the first little bit of grades you get, and you're not happy with what you have, and your coach is like, what's going on with this? Then you start stressing, and then you might have family problems, and you got Bay in the cut talking about why we can't talk as much as we used to, and then you got do tutoring, and you're not understanding this, and your teacher don't even speak English all the way, and you just confused, and there's a lot going on, and then you start to get depressed.
Then your coaches start getting on you.
Then you get anxiety.
We got stadiums, or you got up, downs, all that type of stuff, and that's already just
Coaches don't play about that. If your grade's not good, then something gotta be fixed. Something gotta be fixed. If it's not tutoring, you gonna run for something, you gonna do some type of drill or something to get your head back on straight, because they can't have that. They can't have it.
Yeah, y'all remember the goal. If you're an athlete, you come there to get your, well, for me, it was to get my education. Oh, you know, to perform well on the field, but I wanted to leave with a degree.
Right. You're a student athlete first. So student comes before athlete. If you want to continue to be an athlete, you got to be a student.
And don't get me wrong, you can be a bomb athlete and still be bomb as hell in the school.
Facts.
I mean,
you gotta know how to balance it. You gotta learn how to balance and juggle everything. But that comes with, you know, repetition and experience. You're not gonna get everything the first year. Discipline. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Got to discipline yourself.
Number 8, stay positive at all times. Frustration and irritation may happen before you get in your long distance relationship.
Cause here you go, you think about, what gonna get his attention or her attention? Who they gonna be texting? Who gonna try to come after them? Ain't up there to see who's gonna try to, cause may not your other half probably don't have no interest in anybody, but somebody is interested in them. How do you handle that? Like, negative is always so easy for the mind to do first instead of positive.
Bang.
So it's like, okay, you thinking all the negatives, what positive? Like, you got to think about all the other stuff before it happened. what all that positive y'all had. Don't let the negative run so fast into your relationship to get you hyped up and mad for no reason when you don't really know. So
Right.
it's always, it always fall back. Do you trust that person? What communication do y'all have? So, you know, all these things fall together with each one. So that's why you always have to stay positive, understanding each other, you know, okay, this time they probably have, you know, practice and stuff, so maybe not a good time to text, because I probably won't get a text back so fast, or, you know, a call. So, you know, actually, like she said, understanding your partner.
Right, that definitely ties in with communication, the staying positive part, because if you're not really communicating, you know, with your loved one, with babe, other half, whatever you want to call it, wifey, whatever, hubby, whatever, if you're not really communicating with him or her, then you don't know what they doing. You don't know, you know, who has the attention. You don't know how they doing and stuff like that. So communication is very important in order for you to stay positive, because if you're not talking like that, then you just think of whatever comes to your mind. Like, I haven't talked to him all day. What is he doing? Is he on Instagram? Is he not posting nothing? Who has his attention? Like, I text his mom not even home. Like, what is he doing? You know? So it all depends on your mental, how you think personally. But if you just put that in your mind and stay positive, that will definitely help you along the road.
Let me tell you, because I've been there, done that, and it's not worth it. Really not worth it, because you be stressing over something that really out of control. Like, usually I had to understand. I said, why I'm stressing? If I don't trust him, why I'm with him? And so I had to just, you know, step back. And then I realized, you know, man, either they just playing a game or just, you know, sleep. So that's what mine's do. Either he playing that game or he sleep.
I ain't gonna lie, some dudes really be out there wilding though. I ain't gonna lie.
But then, you know, you gotta realize there are really some good dudes out there.
For real.
Who just be doing that little simple stuff. You be like, oh, so you couldn't pick up your phone.
That's why you gotta communicate.
But you know, you can just know how they are.
But listen though, if you communicate, it could be for the better or for the worse. If you communicate and you notice, you know, he not really talking to me like he was. He wanna put stuff off. I'm trying to talk to him. Then maybe something is going on. Then maybe you need to end a relationship so you can save, so you don't waste your time. So either way, communication is gonna help.
And then it's like another thing with communication. And if you feel like your other spouse is lacking in the area that you probably don't understand, that's the reason why y'all have communication.
Right.
Talk to each other. When y'all get y'all good downtime, like a good time that y'all can actually talk to one another.
Yep.
Bring up these things, because your partner probably not aware. Because you got to realize, we can't read each other's minds unless we talk about it and, like, you know, put like, hey, I feel like, you know, you can at least text me or tell me, hey, I'm going to practice or something. You know, have that, because if y'all not talking about some of the issues, how do you expect it to get it, like, resolved if y'all don't talk about it?
Exactly. Number 9, checking in. Like we said before, you gotta put forth that effort. And effort not only shows that you care, but it's proof that you are willing to be loyal to this person no matter how far the distance.
Even in the simple text, like Lala said earlier, babe, I'm going to get something to eat, or babe, I'm about to just run to the tutor real quick, just get something, and, you know, simple stuff like that. So they'll just know, be like, oh, okay.
Right, and there's checking in, and then there's checking up on somebody. So checking in is real quick, you know, hey babe, I'm about to go to practice, I'm gonna text you afterwards. And then checking on somebody is when you have more time. You're like, how's your day? How you doing? Like, I got time to talk, let's talk, you know. So both of those are very important. If you just continually checking in with somebody, you never really having that conversation that you want to have, or that they want to have, then it's like y'all missing some spots where y'all should be talking more, conversing more, to find out, you know, how y'all days are going, because you guys are each other's therapy. You guys lean on each other for that balance, like we talked about earlier. So
you're supposed to be that peace.
Exactly.
Come to, not a headache, not somebody, oh, I gotta constantly worry about.
Yeah.
Like, when you talk to your person, it should be like you be able to rant out of what's going on. Shouldn't be no like, man, I don't want to hear that today. Like, you know, you don't know what that does to another person. Be like,
Facts.
damn, like, okay, you don't hear what I got to say. Maybe I should keep that stuff in. And once that person start keeping it in, and you get mad because they ain't saying nothing, well, didn't you not say that you didn't want to hear that? So it's like, you know, always have that open ear, because you never know what someone's going through. And especially when you're in a relationship and you're not by that person all the time to see what's going on, just being that listening ear can do, like, so much.
It plays a big part in a relationship, for real. The last one, we got honesty. So important to be honest in a relationship, even if the truth hurts, because if they find out in the future, then that's when they question their trust for you, and that can affect your relationship in the long run. So, you talking to Bay, right?
That hurt, didn't it? It hurt y'all when I said, honestly.
You talking to Bay, right? Listen, little scenario, you talking to Bay, and say like y'all at practice or whatever, and they like, hey, shower real quick and let's go to the bar, you know, or go to this kickback or whatever, and like you told Bay, you know, I'm gonna text you when I get home, but you ain't home yet, you feel me? And then you know, Bay like trip, like, I don't want you to go out, like, why you going out or whatever.
It's like I told you to be home at this certain time, and baby, it hit that time, and where you at?
And you like, oh, you make up a lie, right? And then they find out later. So, like, you just end up telling on yourself, and then they just like, so you was lying this whole time. It's like, well, yeah, I didn't want you to trip. So what else was you doing? And then it's like, no, really wasn't doing nothing. Like, how can I believe you? You already lied, you know? So then that's just like,
it just be like that little, so it could be something so little, but you know, like, depending on how your partner is, that can, like, you see how she just like flipped out. Like, some people do flip out like that. They'll think you instantly cheating just because you ain't come home. You just probably forgot and was having fun with your friends.
Yeah.
Not saying that you were out cheating or doing all that type of stuff. You just probably just forgot.
Something innocent. Could be something innocent.
But you know, some people be thinking.
But just try to be as honest as possible. For real, especially if you're genuine about what you're doing, and you just want to go out with your friends, whatever, and whether they like it or not, you gotta tell them, because if you don't, in the future, they might assume something even worse, and it's like your relationship is really over for nothing. You feel me? So try to stay as honest as possible. Trust me, saved you a lot of time, a lot of breath that you don't feel like wasting. All right, so those are the 10. Now, some questions that I thought about. Some people might ask is, how does this affect your schoolwork and your sport? So worrying about, you know, if you're worrying about, you know, how is your loved one or partner, how they feeling, if they're mad, how you miss them. I can't just say don't let that affect you, because it's going to affect you.
And everybody get affected differently.
Exactly, but you gotta know how to prioritize. Like we said earlier, you have to know how to prioritize certain things when it comes to school, if you're an athlete, sports, family, your personal self, self-care, your mental health. All that is important. All those are different categories. So, like, you can't really dwell just on one thing. You gotta keep, you know, tunnel vision, so you know what to focus on, and then you go off and you see, okay, what can I do in order to keep everything balanced? You feel me? Like, say you're going through some stuff, you know, you feel lonely, and maybe it's your first year, your second year, maybe your third or fourth year, I don't know, it could be any year that you just miss the heck out of your family or your partner, and you just feel lonely and sad, and it's like, dang, you know, I'm here doing my work and I just can't concentrate because, man, I miss my family, I feel alone, I don't feel love. Like, I talk to my phone, but that's not enough, FaceTime not enough, and all that. And that's when the negative thoughts get to you. Like we talked to before, everything is combined into one. Really, everything relates to each other, whether it's a balance, whether it's the negative thoughts, whether it's communication, whether it's understanding each other's lifestyle, all of that, it all ties into one. So it's very, very, very important that you do your best to try to stay focused on what's most important, which is school and your athletics if you're an athlete.
You know, even if you're not, it's just whatever is just important to you, that you know that's your goal that you're trying to push for. If that person not supporting you to get there, you probably just need to think about, like, what differently do I need to put myself in? Mm-hmm. Like, do I need to put myself in a different environment, or just move on?
Now, with that question, Shonnie, is it smart to take a break if you and your partner are going through some controversy and y'all just keep falling out in an argument? Like, what's the best thing to do? So in your opinion? Let me
go. I'm gonna take you back a few years with me and my boyfriend. Not gonna lie, he took a break on me. He thought he was gonna take a break, but we got back, you know, after a day. So he thought that couldn't last. But taking a break, as our relationship, you know, we talked about it like a couple months. During that time when he asked to take a break, he was actually going through a lot. I didn't know. Of course, I'm not there, you know, long distance. It wasn't like he was going to just go somebody else and, you know, come back to me. He was actually going through a lot, and he just felt like he was bringing me down. When it was like, you know, me, I'm thinking a whole nother thing. So it's like, I feel like, to me, in my opinion, not necessarily like, you can take a break depending how y'all break is. You know, everybody got their own break break definition. So it's like, for me, our break was just like, you know, of course we did detitle as boyfriend and girlfriend shit a day. But it's however y'all got it. Shit. I'll say no, don't take no damn break. Just give yourself time for yourself. Like I said, mentioned earlier, self-care. And while I was mentioning, mental health is very, very serious.
Facts.
Even though you don't have that person that you can talk to in front, it's just like, you know, take that time just to calm yourself. Even if you have to put away schoolwork for a little bit, just put yourself in a place that you know you feel at peace, to calm your mind down, calm your body down, so you can get back on that straight path like you was. Because if you like just all over the place, you're not gonna function right. Just, you know, you can break, but just, you know, find that little area to have that peace, so you can realize what you're doing.
So in my opinion, taking a break, it always depends. Like what Shonnie was saying, it depends on the situation. Like if that person's going through something and it's weighing you down, then maybe, you know, you're gonna say, look, babe, I think, you know, we need to take a break. And there's different type of breaks. There's breaks where, you know,
actually break up.
There's breaks where you just need a little bit of space and y'all sit together. There's breaks where one person is like, you know, I'm just gonna chill off of you for a little bit. You know, you toxic, and some people become toxic, and you need that break to self-analyze for you and self-analyze for them. Like, am I okay for them? Whether you're the person in school or the person out of school, am I helping them to be a better person, or am I weighing them down? And if it's something that you weighing them down, then you need to reevaluate what your relationship is about, what y'all doing, what you want to do, and if you want to continue to do this, because this is something that is very important, and you don't want to sit there and waste your time with somebody that's temporary. And that's very important, because why would you practice boyfriend and girlfriend?
You know this person temporary.
You're an adult, you're in college. We're not doing this boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay, I got like 3 boyfriend and girlfriends in college. We're not playing those games, because stuff like that weigh down on your heart. So why would be with somebody that you don't even plan on being with for the rest of your life? That's just my opinion, honestly. But with me, God is very important in a relationship. And that was one of the biggest things I had to do in my relationship, is spend more time with God and just read my Bible and pray. Prayer is very important as well for me, because that's what got me through college. That's what kept me sane, as well as stuff like playing the piano and, you know, writing and stuff like that was my outlet. But like, God was the number one. And one thing I love about my husband is that we're both really like deeply involved with our spiritual side. You feel me? Like, we really love God, and we talk about God all the time. So we involve him in our relationship, and that's what has kept us going for these 6 going on 7 years. So I feel like that's very important. And if y'all want to talk about that for your relationship, or include that in your relationship, I strongly advise that, because it helps. Trust
I will
me.
piggyback definitely off what Lala said, by having God as your leader in your relationship. Like, when you pray together, the mood changes.
Certain, it's a different
It's like
type
he
of
touch you,
bond.
you be like, oh, Jesus.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand, make it feel better.
Oh, yours make it feel better. Oh,
What is it?
I thought, make this world. Hold on, make this world a better place if you can. That's what we used to say. Oh, at my church. So, it's okay. You know, we all do different things. So it's okay.
I freestyle a little bit, maybe. But go ahead.
For what?
Oh, that was it.
Oh, I represent. Oh, I represent Florida A&M University.
What? All right, so
We are from the Florida.
if all heads and minds are clear,
I really hope you do enjoy this video. You know, make sure you subscribe to me, okay? Simply Shonnie.
Subscribe to my dog. Her link will be in the description down below, as well as attached to this video.
You know, also comment on how did you feel about the video, or
Right.
you know, comment some of your opinions that you feel like, you know, how you got through your relationship as an athlete, or just, you know, period through college.
Right. And this is not just for ladies, dudes too. If you need any advice, you know, go ahead and comment down below. Don't be embarrassed or shy. You feel me?
Yeah,
just
we
ask
grown.
any questions.
We're too grown to be trying.
Exactly.
You know, let me stop. Some people can't feel shy, so it's okay. It's okay.
Don't feel shy. If y'all want to ask questions or whatever, y'all can talk to us. If y'all have any
somebody
comments.
else was probably like, you know, they probably just scrolling through the comments just trying to see, did they say what I need to say? And, you know, you never know.
Exactly. All right. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit up my girl page, IG, YouTube, all that. And just always remember to keep God above all.
Hey, man.
See ya later.
La 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 la. Yeah.